Hello everyone, it is Liam Severe back with another video, and in today's video we're going to be going over all of the weather across the United States, across the Atlantic. Today's date is the 28th of July 2026. And now before the video starts, I want to say make sure you subscribe. If you don't know, that is how the YouTube algorithm works. Then it will push the video out to more people that we know could be in the path of any of the storm systems that we talk about in these videos, and this is the quickest way we can grow and get the information out quickly. And that is my ultimate goal here, is to keep everyone safe, especially this time of year. This is when all of the severe weather is unpredictable. This is when we have hurricanes start to kind of come up, and we are going to be watching it closely over the next few days. So make sure you subscribe so you get notified whenever we make a new video. Also, down in the comment section, drop a comment letting me know any information, any questions that you have about the weather for your specific area, or anything else that you just want me to know. And let's get started with the video. And of course, we got to get started with the 7-day graphical tropical weather outlook. This was issued at 7:17 p.m., so about an hour ago right now. And you can see that nothing is expected in the next 7 days in the Atlantic, the Caribbean, or the Gulf right now. So we're not expecting any tropical activity. If you take a look at the surface maps, that's for the Atlantic, you can see the red line indicates the tropical convergence zone. You can also see we have a tropical wave. We have two tropical waves actually in the Caribbean. We have the usual ridge of high pressure off to the north that we know is responsible for bringing everything kind of westward into the Caribbean. And I also want to take a closer look at what the Gulf is looking like. You can see we have a high pressure area in the Gulf right now, and we're going to start implementing more of these maps so you can get more of the locations where we're expecting. You can also see the beginning of that tropical wave down there. Take a look at the entire Atlantic. You can see this is a full view that shows us back by Africa, and we know that's the main development region where we could see everything kind of form. See, once again, the red line indicates the tropical convergence zone. We have two tropical waves currently in the Caribbean. We have the normal ridge of high pressure off to the north. We have a few systems coming out of the United States right now, making its way into the Atlantic. And you can see we have two tropical waves out here, and this one just popped up. This is the most recent update on the tropics kind of image that we have, and you can see this tropical wave coming off of the coast of Africa. You can also see this tropical wave here, and if we line it up, taking a look at where that would be, you can see the tropical wave right in the Caribbean. We also have another one trying to spark here, but you can see the other ones indicated by this, and this is the one that is just coming off of the shore of Africa. So you see we have 4 different tropical waves currently along the tropical convergence zone. You can also see Hurricane Genevieve out there in the Pacific Ocean that is going to continue to weaken going into tonight. I don't think it's going to pose much of a threat to anyone. Thankfully, that's really good. And now if we go take a look at what this is kind of looking like a little bit further, you can see more of a overhead kind of view. You can see this is the one tropical wave. This is the other one in the Caribbean. So those are the two in the Caribbean. Line it up along the line, sort of. You can see the other two, and this one is the one that I'm watching. I don't think it's going to pose much of a threat right now, these two right here, but this one specifically is the one that I'm looking at for any of possible development still remains low right now, but we're going to be watching it just in case. So let's take a look at the severe weather outlook for today. Across the United States, you can see we have a slight risk of severe weather for Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, and we have New Jersey up there. It goes all the way up to New Jersey, but then it goes all the way down to South Carolina. In North Carolina, South Carolina, a little bit of Georgia. We have some Tennessee and Kentucky in there as well. And if we switch over to live radar, you can see how this kind of is progressing. We have a lot of tornado warnings off into the north by Delaware, Maryland, going towards New Jersey, and then you can see the other storm system kind of side where we have those severe weather, severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings there. This is going to continue over the next few hours, making its way towards the kind of New Jersey area if you live anywhere in this area where those severe storms are going by, and if you're going towards this area, if you live in this area, it's going to be going towards South Carolina. That's where we see the severe weather threat number 1. The second severe weather threat is going to be over here. You can see we have quite a few severe thunderstorm warnings, and we actually have another severe thunderstorm warning. This one is glowing, which means it is a flash flood emergency. So we have a lot of flooding moving through, almost like a monsoon. But we have a flash flood emergency currently in this area. This is going to be in Colorado. So we have a flash flood emergency. This is the highest alert that you can get for a flash flood. It means we have some intense flash flooding, some life-threatening flash flooding occurring in the storm. So make sure that you are taking the necessary precautions if you're in that area. You can also see the other storms. They're pretty strong storms that we have moving by right now. You can see the lightning strike counter at 586, and you know when you have more lightning in a storm, it's when the storm is getting a little more intense. You can see especially off to the north where we see in this severe thunderstorm warning here with 60-mile-per-hour winds. We see a lot of that lightning, and that tells me that this storm is really intense, very strong, and it has that severe thunderstorm warning on it. Not excluding this one either. This one looks like some hail in it. You see quarter-sized hail on the severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to continue off to the east, kind of northeast direction over the next few hours. If we go a little bit more south into New Mexico, you can see we also have another severe thunderstorm warning with half-dollar size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. This is going to continue for 11 minutes. So all around, some very active storm activity right now around the United States. A lot of storms firing off. If we take a look at the MRMS radar, this shows us a little bit more. This shows us the fronts moving through as well. Kind of give us some more bigger data perspective. See that whole storm system moving through in this area. And you can see the whole big severe weather risk area over here. This area that you see, this line, is a cold front that is moving through the United States right now. You can see some areas in Kentucky are going to be getting the front of that, and you're going to go down a few degrees. It is going to make the moisture in the atmosphere much less, so you have drier air, less hot temperatures. You're going to have the feels like right around where the actual temperature is. I know today around the Louisville area, as you know, that's where I'm from, Louisville, Lexington area, we saw hundreds in the fields like, and it's not going to be like that going into tomorrow, thankfully. So if you live anywhere in that area, be thankful that this is moving through. It will knock down the severe weather chances for the rest of the overnight hours as well. So that is pretty good. And you can also see, once again, we have our Hurricane Genevieve out here. I want to take a look at what it is looking like. It's still a Category 4 storm, but you can see over the next few hours, it is forecasted to become just a Category 2 hurricane. You can see right here, we're expecting it to be a Category 2 going into tonight with max winds of 109 miles per hour. But currently it is still a major hurricane. You can see the eye starting to go away. It still is there though. You see the thunderstorms rotating around, a very big storm in that counterclockwise rotation area. But all around a very big storm, and this will continue over the next few hours. You can also see we have tropical storm out here. This is tropical storm Fausto, and it has completely lost its look. Look at it. It looks just like some storms now, and you can also see this is where the actual low pressure area is. You can see the hurricane hunters are close by to the storm right now. We don't really have much data. We actually do is 43 miles per hour winds is what they're currently in, and they are 1,594 meters up into the air. That is some cool data that we have, and this will make its way towards Hawaii. However, it looks like this is going to path a little bit more north. We don't think this is going to pose much of a threat to Hawaii. Maybe some rain showers, maybe a tiny rip current threat, but nothing much. You can also see we have a typhoon out here now. We have Dolphin, and this we were talking about multiple days ago when we had that big risk area with the red X, and you can see that now it is a typhoon. We don't have any really storm forecast or anything for this storm, but it is there, and it is growing in strength rapidly. So you can see this is forecasted to become a super typhoon, which is the highest typhoon that it can get to. And this will be the strongest storm on the planet when it does that. So that is some pretty cool information. And here's a kind of look at what it is looking like right now. You can see it is a very angry storm. Out here, we can't really zoom in much. But this is what that storm is looking like. You can see the counterclockwise rotation, very, very intense around that storm. Very large storm system. But it is cool to see that, but it will pose a threat to Japan, it looks like. So Japan, way out here, this may pose a threat, or it may take the other track, kind of go towards the Guam area out here. But we're going to be watching, and we're praying for you guys to get the best outcome. Hopefully it doesn't do much damage. Hopefully it doesn't hit the area. Hopefully it misses, but as of right now, we have no idea what is going to happen. It's very far out. You see, the cone of uncertainty only shows this way, and this would still be out into the Pacific. But with the warm waters right now of the Pacific, it is favorable environment for these storms to continue. So I don't know if this thing's going to go over some rapid intensification. It's already about to go under rapid intensification going into tonight. But I don't know if it's going to keep that intensity. You can see it's forecasted by the end of the cone to still be a super typhoon, which is the highest category possible for that. But again, we're praying for you guys there on Japan, Taiwan, Guam, and China kind of area for the best. And we will get you updated in the next video about how that's coming along. But yeah, that is all the weather we have around the United States, around the Gulf, around everywhere right now, as far as what these storms are doing, everything that is happening with the weather. We also have that Canada wildfire smoke that's coming down. It's going to pose some hazy kind of areas if you live anywhere in the northern United States. This will go back by Missouri, Kentucky, as this thing was forecasted to kind of go a little bit more east, places like Indiana, Ohio. But now it's forecasted to go more south and east, so Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky, potentially even Tennessee, Illinois area is where you're going to be seeing some thick of that smoke. You're also going to keep seeing that on the north part of the United States. I know you guys have been seeing that for a while. It is continuing until the fires get put out. We are going to continue to see that happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.